Hello wild ones, and welcome those of you tuning in for the first time. I'm Cypris. Welcome to the wild. Does it seem dark in here to you? It is dark in here. This is midday. This is as bright as it gets. The house is just dark. We're down here in a holler. There are hills on all sides. I've got a giant picture window in front of me. It's doing me almost no good. So I'm comfortable with the dark because I'm weird like that. But my houseplants, really unhappy. I brought them in about 6-7 weeks ago when it started really getting chilly. Within a few days, my ficus had a very nearly complete leaf drop, and my ponytail palm is living life a little sideways, just trying to get at the light. I've got a cat behind me. You see him? Hi, baby. I need to do something to save my houseplants. So I was initially thinking 4-foot long fluorescent hanging light fixtures like I've done in the past. But I saw something and I was very intrigued. And this is how it came. There's nothing on here to say what this is. There's a sticker here. Diboys LED Grow Light ... The full title of this is Diboys LED Grow Light 45 watt Seedling Grow Light for indoor plants, germination, vegetable, and flower. 2-pack. And it retails at the moment of filming for $43.99. This price was comparable, in fact I think a little cheaper than the same amount of lumens, amount of light than the fluorescent ones. Also, these are LEDs, so they don't make the heat, which actually I would prefer because I'm cold, but they take less power, which I am very intrigued by because until I get this house in shape, it's expensive to heat it. I thought, why not try something new? I've used fluorescent lights before, as I said, with very mixed results. It worked, but the plant seemed kind of stressed. But I was just using regular fluorescent full spectrum bulbs. I don't know that they were specifically grow bulbs. I don't know what to expect here. Let's find out together, shall we? And I feel like with this being a grow light that I need to make some disclaimers here. I am in no way using this for anything that could be construed as illegal. I'm not using this for anything that could be construed as medical purposes. I literally just have houseplants that are dying. So if you're tuning in for nefarious or medical purposes, welcome. I'm sure that it's gonna be pretty much the same, except you probably know a little bit more about what you want from this product than what I do. I just need my plants to survive through the winter. The ficus I have had for over 20 years. That plant deserves to live. First thing out of the box, electrical cords to plug the lights in. I believe you can piggyback them too, so they're all on in a chain. And then this, see if I can pull it out of the bag. So there are 2 of these. It's a hanger. I assume this is the part that goes near the ceiling or on the chain. And then there are 4 wire cables coming down with little clips on them. There's 2 of them in here. Each of these squares of light are supposed to get a 3x3 floor space illuminated enough for plants to grow. We're gonna see if that's actually the case. I'm thinking these are gonna be a little small. Oh, it looks like there's an extra clip. That's kind of nice. Alright, so there's the other one of that. It's packed well. There's bubble wrap around each light and lining the box. So that's encouraging. And if you want to check these out yourself, I will include the link in the description box below. I got you covered there. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. This is what they look like coming out of the box. Looks like there's some instructions there, so we'll pull this one out first. Ooh. It's just a grid, basically, and I'm assuming each one of those holes is a light. Yeah, you can kind of see. Looks like the surface is mildly reflective to make sure as much light goes downward as possible. There are 4 holes along the edges. I'm not sure what these are for, I suppose, so you can flush mount them if you want to with a long screw. They also have what I think of as picture frame hooks here on all 4 sides to use with the clips here. There it is. Plug clearly goes here. These hang. Is that level? Oh, okay. It wasn't level. Okay, that feels a lot more level to me. A simple enough design. The back is somewhat thin plastic. It's firm plastic, but it's got quite a bit of give to it. It's not made out of like industrial materials or anything. And then the surface that has the LEDs is a lot sturdier, but also more brittle. It looks nice. It's got this metallic, almost sheen kind of plastic. It looks almost like metal, but it is plastic. I don't see any problem with the support cables. They're small, but they're adequate for the weight and size of the lamp. So, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to get my trusty drill, put some hooks in the ceiling, find something to hang these lower. I don't want the ceiling right here. I want the ceiling to be a little bit higher than the hook, and see what these look like. So let's skip ahead. Go. There it is. Close enough. All right. These are the hooks I'm using, just standard ceiling hooks. They're plenty strong enough for this application, and I happen to have a couple of them sitting around already. Taller ladder than that would be advantageous so that you're not working directly under the freaking drywall and getting drywall dust in your eye as you're sawing out the hole for the hook. Just public service announcement. Yes. Go up there. Definitely tall enough. Yeah, definitely. Not. Yay, I found some leftover chain from hanging lamps. I'm gonna, I think, just have it and put one on each side. If I don't like it, I can change it up later. There we go. I don't know how attractive that is, but the point is to save the plants. I can make it pretty later if this works. I don't know, these look a little low to me. Maybe I'll move them up a couple ticks. That's to think about more where I want them. I want them at the top of the window without being lower than the window. It just occurred to me, I might need an extension cord. Oh, and no, you cannot piggyback these. They both have to plug in individually. So, extension cord. New extension cord. Plugs don't want to go in that way. Alright, I don't like how this cord is sitting at a diagonal. I need a longer extension cord. Alright, let me see what I can do about that. I found an external, or an outdoor extension cord that will be long enough. This isn't what I want in here. It's bulky, but I can just pick up an indoor extension cord the next time I do errands. So this will get us going where we want to go today. Alright, you can get yourself turned around again. Okay, ugly, but not as bad as it could be. I have a feeling it's going to be really hard to get those to line up square. That's going to drive me crazy. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if these even work. Whoa. Oh, look at that. I'm not going to look directly at them because I understand that it's bad. They look white in the viewfinder, but as you can see from the light spreading out, it's not a white light. It's like I see reddish, I see blue. It feels weird, but probably cool. I don't know if this is enough light for these things to survive on, but it's definitely more light than they were getting. Oh, don't look directly at it. Way more light than they were getting. Let me get the plants in place and we'll take a look. Oh, that's funny. The leaves actually look kind of black under this light. Huh. Everything's a funny color. Well, you guys, how does it feel? Did you think I'd let you die? I almost did, didn't I? I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Well, drink that in. Let me get your buddy. Okay, it looks pretty normal in the viewfinder, but in the house, the light looks reddish. The leaves look kind of purpley, blacky. So I'm going to switch the light spectrum of the camera and see what it looks like that way. I've set the camera now to daylight fluorescent as the white balance. This looks really funky, but this is what it looks like. Holy moly, I can't get over how weird that looks. Wowzers. A lot more light on these plants, even if it is a funky color. And there they are. I feel like I'm in some weird otherworldly place. The light just doesn't look right, but hey, if it works, it works. Okay, I've got the white balance back to tungsten. It's gonna take a while to get used to those. It's pretty space agey. So this is the installation. Diboys LED grow light, 45 watt, $43.99. And I'm kind of surprised by the amount of light coming out of those small squares of lots and lots of LEDs. I'm not that familiar with LEDs, so maybe it's not surprising to you, but this might just save my plants. So I'm gonna give them a drink of water. I'm also going to put a timer on the lights so that they're coming on and off at the same time every day, so the plants feel like they have some semblance of a regular daylight schedule. And we will come back. Let's fast forward 2 weeks and see how the plants have liked or not liked these grow lights. Hey all. Okay, it's been like 3 weeks. Not 2. Things just got really crazy around here. I want to show you what's going on with these plants under these funky lights. It is a little funky, isn't it? So, here's what's going on. The first day that I had these lights on, the leaf drop completely stopped, just halted. And then about a week and a half later, we had a little leaf drop where we got just a little bit. You can see there's almost nothing. This is like from a week now. And I think that second leaf drop was just lingering leaves that had been sort of shut off, but not completely. And as the plant was able to adjust to the light, it decided what to let go of and what to focus on. What happened almost immediately, within just 3 or 4 days, I started noticing these little leaf buds coming out on almost every single place where they possibly could. And so those little leaf buds are popping out all over, and it's taken about 3 weeks, but they're just starting to unfurl. They're not there yet. They're going real slow, but since the tree was so starved, I don't know if that's because there's not enough light or the tree's just exhausted. But they've all perked up. Creeper here, you can see the leaves are just ecstatically reaching for the new light. This one is perked up, and although the Christmas cactus still looks a little ill, it really has perked up quite a bit as well. And these crazy cool weird lights, I really like them because they're not as hard on the eyes. I don't like a lot of bright lights in the house, and I assume they're using less energy. I don't know. I don't have a baseline of what electricity costs every month. It takes a while to get used to the odd colored lights, but my mail lady had to tell me she thought it was really pretty from the driveway, seeing the trees all lit up almost purple. She thought it was just like an art thing that I was doing. So my final thoughts are that I think they could probably use more than 2. 2 lights is not quite enough for this large of plants, but they don't seem to be suffering with them either. They seem to be doing just fine. Ideally, I think I would double it, but I am actually kind of shocked. Just that 2-pack is enough to sustain them and encourage new growth. They're not declining anymore. They're righting themselves. They're reaching to the light. I think I've saved them. So I'm thrilled because I'm saving my plants and it's cool lighting. I'm gonna say they work. They work well. And if I had even more of them, boy, it'd be a jungle in here. Alright, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe to stay close to the wild. You can hit that notification bell and you'll know every time I upload a video. You can cyberstalk me on Facebook and Instagram, facebook.com/mywildones, instagram.com/cypresswild. So throughout this winter, keep your plants happy, keep warm, and keep it wild. I'll see you on the next video.